Hail Satan! Oh shit, wrong channel. No, welcome back. We are back with a new roast. So, what are we roasting? We're roasting little Mr. Blah. And it seems the mints are already flowing in. I tried to actually delay this one. I wanted to give Mr. Blah a little bit of extra rope, just because, everyone's sort of shut down, haven't they? The, Shadow Man's gone, he's off the scene now, everyone's off the scene. Natural hypertrophy, well, he never even got started, did he? It was all talk, and like a true Frenchman, he just gave up. Flag, the old white flag. He waved the white flag, gave up. Yeah, that's, typical Frenchman. Anyway, so it's really down to me, still carrying the flag, still bearing the torch of roasting the little sex pig. Right, so like I said, I wanted to hold off for a while, but the mints were just piling up, and I couldn't. There's just too many mints piling up. So lucky for you guys, because you like the mints and the roasts. I like it. I like doing the roasts, so I couldn't resist. Yeah, so just for you and for me, here's a roast. Right, like I say, the mints are really starting to pile up already. Because we gave him a little bit of rope, didn't we? I wanted you to give him a little bit more. Yeah, I wanted to give him a little bit more so he could really hang himself. But I've given him just enough. Yeah, given him just enough. This is just pure Cope City. This is Cope City. Full of soy sauce. Cope City full of soy sauce. Mr. Blah and his soy sauce. Soy sass. Yeah, because he's getting a bit sassy now. So we got the old soy sass from Mr. Blah. Anyway, this video of his, I couldn't resist roasting it, really. Why I'm programming off lower training maxes for meat prep. All right. So why I'm programming off lower training maxes for meat prep. So in this video, he is already coming up with excuses for why he can't lift the numbers he says he can. Yeah. That's what that means. This video is him setting the foundations of the lies, yeah? Setting the foundation of his lies. So what he's saying is, in this video, he's saying, I'm going to some meets. They're only regional meets, yeah? And I'm not going to lift the numbers I can lift in my bedroom with my technique plates, yeah? That's what he's saying. Now, that's how I interpret this. You tell me in the comments, yeah? But the comments on the YouTube channel, because obviously we're on BitChute, so come over to the YouTube channel, tell me what you're thinking in the YouTube channel. Yeah, in the comments of the YouTube channel, in the community tab, I put a little thing up for you to show you that this video is available to watch on BitChute, on the VKVDM channel, all right? He is setting the foundations for his excuses. So in this, he's saying, I'm going to the meet, but I'm not going to hit the numbers I hit in my bedroom using technique plates. Because I don't want to get injured. I just want to qualify. So I'm not going to hit the maxes. Not going to go for it in competition. Bear in mind, when you train for whatever competition, if it's a judo competition, an MMA fight, a boxing match, a big contest, a big event, yeah, this is your time to shine. You're in the spotlight now, yeah? This is when you do it. It's when all that training pays off. All those long sort of training nights in winter, it's when it all pays off, when you're in front of the crowds and the cameras. You're going for gold. That's when you put everything you got into it and push a little bit harder. Yeah, you don't go to competition, go, oh, no, I'm just going to go in, do a couple of lifts, qualify, don't want to get injured, and then go home. That doesn't work. No one's going to fall for that. No one believes that. Yeah, I've been in plenty of competitions. That is where you shine. That's where you show off. That's where you show everyone what you've been doing, hidden away, training. Getting up in the morning, training, cardio, everything. That's when it all comes into practice. That's when it all comes into play. It's your time to shine. But he's going, oh no, I'm not going to go into, I'd be doing about 70%. Don't want to get injured. Don't want to go to my max. Who does that? When does that ever happen? Unless you're a lying sack of shit like Mr. Blaha. Can't believe he is actually setting the lies up before he starts lying. He's a professional liar. Absolutely fucking useless. No credibility. A born liar. Habitual liar. What do you expect from Mr. Blaha? Anyway. So that's the foundation for this roast. Let's watch it, shall we? Let's hear the little cuck talk absolute nonsense and set the foundations for his lies. And the fact that he can't hit the numbers he says he can. Because he's a liar. And he's using technique plates. Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Breakfast with Blaha. And today I'm having rice, egg whites, Coke Zero. This
Coke Zero, such an athlete. What is that as well? What is he eating there? Just rice and, I mean, peasant food. Bowl of rice. Doesn't even look like a bowl of rice. I don't know what it is. Whatever he's eating, yeah, it doesn't involve him chewing. Yeah, because he's got no back teeth. They've all been rotted out. Oh, it's the dentists in the UK, guys. The dentists. Nothing to do with the soda you drink daily. Gallons of it. You saw it in my last roast. Stacks of diet soda. Oh, it's diet, so it's fine for the teeth. No, it's not. It's terrible. Doesn't contain sugar. No, it contains aspartame and taurine and all this shit stuff. I'd take sugar over aspartame and taurine any day. He doesn't know because he's thick as shit. Anyway, that's why he's got no back teeth, because he drinks soda day in and day out. Coke Zero. Fucking, he is a zero.
This is going to be one of the rare ones that's current. A lot of people are unaware these breakfast chats are gotten pretty old by the time I put them up. I have like 60 of them.
So he reckons he's got 60 of these useless breakfast chats that aren't even breakfast chats, they're dinner chats, yeah? He reckons he's got 60 of them all lined up, backed up. But this one he's doing now, making it current, because he wants to tell everyone he's not going to max out when he goes to his first meet. Absolute loser.
Or more recorded right now. So,
Gone.
this is something that's important going on with my...
The way he just shoves a great big spoonful of it in his mouth and it's gone. Like a dog eating a little treat. Just gone. You know, these greedy dogs, or a pelican. Just a gannet. Just doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care what he looks like. Doesn't care about the image he's portraying. That's because he's given up. He gave up years ago. All credibility's out the window. Never had any credibility once he got found out for being a filthy habitual liar. Fake merc, stolen valor. Fake gun expert. Swat. Anyway,
training at the moment though, so I thought, hey, we need to update people on this. Because I have lowered some of my training maxes I'm programming off of. I'm taking them down to 495 squat. I know people are like, dude, your squat's got to be 550 right now. Based on your rep work. Your deadlift's got to be 650. So I'm taking it down to a 495 squat, 5-plate squat, 3-plate bench at 315, and 6-plate deadlift at 585. Now, just in training recently, I've
So when he goes to the meet, he's going to knock all the numbers down. Does that sound right? Is that what athletes do? He's going to knock all the numbers down. And now he's going to tell you why.
obviously, without even full maxing, they've hit bigger lifts than that on the squat and the deadlift. But it's irrelevant, because here's what's going on. I'm cutting still. My goals right now...
Cutting! Still cutting! So you're cutting again! Cutting! Oh, it's been a while since I said that. Cutting! Still cutting! So he's cutting again. And that's one of the excuses, because when you start cutting, your numbers come down, apparently. Fucking hell, the cope, the lies. Mr. Blah Blah.
It's irrelevant, because here's what's going on. I'm cutting still. My goals right now, my meat prep is not to peak for a meet. My meat prep is to make weight this time. And it's going to be, that's why I'm not going to announce it. Obviously, I don't want to deal with nonsense. National regionals, I'm not going to announce it. Not going to be a date given, where the meet's going to be. None of that's going to be out there. I'm not even going to tell you guys. You know, just watch the flow of my training. I'm not going in chasing a total at regionals.
So he's not going to tell anyone about it. Not going to, just watch his videos, guys. Watch his training. And he reckons, I don't know, he reckons he's doing like, he's not doing one-off meets. This is a whole series of events. Whole series of events, starting with that Mickey Mouse unsanctioned gym session thing where he went dressed as a clown, sorry, a Spartan.
If I were to try to make an announcement anyways, it would be anticlimactic. I'm probably not going to max out. And here's why.
Here's why.
I need to save it for higher level events this year. So people have this idea, when's your meet? I'm like, when I was competing before, it started to be a whole flow of meets. So that's how we work it. My goals are not for this to be a meet. I plan on competing multiple times every year at national level and higher events every year for a while. That is the plan. This regional is for me to make weight. Make weight and get a qualifying total. That's really what I'm focused on. And it has to be my focus. Because if I'm focused on chasing a total, it'll mess with me cutting. Right? I'll want to eat more, bring my scale weight up so that I can hit bigger numbers. Okay, I'm not going to focus on that. I'm not going to max at the comp. I'm not going to think about that. If I walk in and I hit those training maxes I just listed, I'm more than content with that. I might try to bump them up a little just to make sure I have an elite total, which for my class is like in the 1430s. And I know people say that's not, it is for my class. Your opinion doesn't matter. It's how it's classed.
I don't know anything about powerlifting and all this stuff, you know, Wilks scores and all that. So please, can someone educate me in the comments of the YouTube what he's talking about? Because to me, it just sounds like cope and cop out. Yeah, he's not going to max. Like I said earlier, my opening dialogue, as it were. When you go to a competition, that's where all the hard work pays off. Yeah, that's where you put that extra bit in, you know. You fuck it, you know, people get injured, they do it because they're pushing the limits. They want to get the gold. You don't just go in there and cruise. unless you've already won the gold or won the event. And then, you know, like an example that I would draw is World Superbikes or GP racing or something. You can win before all the races are over. So you can win and still you can be the winner. Yeah, you've won so much during all the events that there's two races left, but you're already the winner because you've just got so many points throughout the year. To me, that makes sense. If you've already won the championship, then obviously ego and everything, you still want to win, but you don't have to because you've won the championship. That's where you'd go into a race, a championship race or whatever, and back off, maybe a little bit. But even your ego wouldn't let you because you're the champ, you know? And you just got to keep winning. It's that winning mentality. Something Mr. Blah Blah doesn't even know about. Yeah, he doesn't know about winning. He knows a lot about losing. But it's just that winner mentality. But that's the only sort of situation and scenario where I can think that you'd go into an event and not try because you've already won. Yeah, as he's definitely not won anything. Yeah, never. Participation medals, that's it. Yeah, look at the state of the fucker. All right, so it's just cope and just lies already, setting the foundations for the lies because he knows he can't lift the numbers he pretends to lift in his bedroom.
Classified. So I've got to make weight. Got to make weight. Not going to make a big deal about trying to hit a big total. If I walk in and do those and go 1,400, I'm perfectly content with that. It's over 200 pounds over the qualifying total to go to national and international meets. Right? It puts me where I need to be. It's way over the minimums.
What's he even talking about? Nationals, internationals. He doesn't leave his bedroom. He sneaks out dressed in a cape and goes to some shitty little gym meet down the road, you know, for charity, guys, but didn't raise any money for charity. Yeah. I set up a GoFundMe to get him an IPA membership. Yeah, he would be allowed to get it. From my sources tell me that he would be able to get it. And he would be able to enter the one in May. Yeah, that's why we did the GoFundMe, to get him $35 because he ain't got $35. He ain't got a pot to piss in. Certainly hasn't got a window to throw it out of. Yeah, so what's he talking about? Regional and international meets. Where's he going? Where does he think he's going? I bet he hasn't even got a license, a passport. I doubt he's even got a driving license anymore. Yeah, I bet they've taken everything away from him. Just because he's a fucking idiot. They don't want him driving. Just that disability benefit, because if he's getting Meniere's disease, then he can't drive, right? Because you're not allowed to drive if you've got, you know, your balance is all off and all that. So I don't know. Anyway, let's listen to the bullshit.
I'm not going to risk getting hurt walking in after cutting, because once I get there, let's say I finish cutting, and I walk around and never go over 210 again. I can cut down to the 198 for the rest of the Masters too, for years. Keep the weight down there, but I've got to finish the cut and get to where I'm comfortable, to where my set points change, and I'm comfortable walking around under 210 or less all the time and not bulk past that.
What's he talking about? He's just gonna balloon up again. Yeah, I mean, he just goes from being obese to looking like he's got a sickness, a terminal illness. The guy he looks sick. He looks like he's terminally ill. Look at this. This is from today. Look at that. I mean, the guy looks terminally ill. When I was about 17, 18, I was bigger than this. I was in much better shape at 17. This guy's apparently got 20 years in the Iron Game, and he looks sick. Granted, he looks the best he's ever looked, but that's not good, because that's just polishing or trying to polish a turd. It's like putting a ribbon on a turd, you know? That's... He just looks like a fat dude that started, like, lost a lot of weight rapidly, maybe had a stomach staple, or got onto the, you know, the speed pills, the diet pills, you know, that Britney Spears was hooked on. Yeah? So he looks like he's had rapid weight loss from being obese after having a stomach staple. And the amount of muscle mass he has, or lack of muscle mass, he just looks like noob. Looks like noob gains. He's supposed to be 20 years in the Iron Game, and he's back on the gear. And another funny thing is, look at this. Natural. He's sitting there and his hands are trembling because he's on clenbuterol and God knows what else, yeah? He's on the old fat burners and everything else. This is why he's had rapid weight loss like this, and he looks sick. And he's got natural. That's so natural. Oh dear. He's about as natural as Mike O'Hearn. Anyway, so this is it. This is what this clown is doing. This is 45 years of living on this earth. He's got a few shitty bits of second-hand gym equipment in his cuck shack. He's trying to delude everyone that he's a powerlifter and he's going to go to meets and break world-class records. And he's a coach, no qualifications. And then, you know, you got other people like Brian Shaw building £500,000 mega gyms. Yeah. Brian Shaw, this is one of Blaha's contemporaries, yeah? 500, this is 2 years ago. $500,000 dream gym. And now he's building another one, even bigger. Yeah? That is a home gym that someone with 20 years in the Iron Game is building. Lane Norton. Remember Lane Norton? Very successful man. He's just bought a beautiful house by the lake. Yeah? Beautiful. That's what a successful person's doing. These are Blaha's contemporaries. What's Blaha doing? Showing off some swag. Showing off some silly little leotard, some knee wraps, some wrist wraps, and some new little training shoes. That's the peak of Mr. Blaha's life. A load of second-hand shit from Craigslist. Old bars and shit. And this swag for his little powerlifting meet that he's never gonna go to. Look at him. What a gimp. Look at him. He's just dressing up. He's a think about this. This is a 45-year-old man, yeah, dressing up in his, you know, in an idea. His idea, he thinks this is what a powerlifter looks like, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll get my leotard on, and my little wrist straps and my knee straps, and I'll give you guys I'll give you a show. Show you what a real powerlifter looks like. I mean, the guy is a living meme. Look at him. The guy is a fucking idiot. So this is the pinnacle of Mr. Blah Blah's life, yeah? Brian Shaw building his beautiful big, probably $1 million gym. Juji Mofo, he's built a beautiful, beautiful gym. And then you got this fucking thing working out in his bedroom like a teenager with a load of Craigslist secondhand shit. I mean, it's beyond a joke. And he wants us to believe that he's a coach. He's an elite level powerlifter. Keep fucking dreaming. This guy is a fucking idiot. And I love it. Blah, blah, keep the mints coming, son. Keep them coming. Because unlike Mr. Hypertrophy, old Frenchy boy and Shadow Man and all the rest of them, I'm here. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to keep on you. Keep commenting on your bullshit. That's it. Whenever I get a free time and those mints pile up, I'll be there. Yeah. Mr. Snowflake still roasting him and ripping on him. Danknet just torn him to pieces. Vegan Gain still has a pop, doesn't he? But yeah, I'm still holding the banner. I'm still flying the flag. I ain't going anywhere. Anyway, so I hope that was informative. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a family. Like the videos, like the channels. And I'll speak to you in the next one.